Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Steven.
I'm Kendall.
Yeah.
I'm Isaac.
Yeah, and we are putting together our definitive top 10 for TV themes.
Yep, if you disagree, you're wrong.
But Kendall does bring up a good point in that, like, there are a lot of TV themes out there. Everybody's got their own personal choice.
But ours is right.
Yeah, ours is right. Our top 10 is better than your top 10.
Yeah, there's a reason we're calling this the definitive top 10. You know?
That's right. So I feel like we should just kind of get into this. We have 20 contenders right now, as opposed to, I think we had 15 or 16 for video games. I'm just going to go down the list in no particular order. We've got Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Mm-hmm. We've got Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Mm-hmm. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Doctor Who. Mm-hmm. MASH. Star Trek Next Gen. Mm-hmm. Twilight Zone. Friends. Drake and Josh. Firefly. The Sopranos. Malcolm in the Middle. Angel. Big Bang Theory. Cheers. iCarly. iZombie. Parks and Recreation. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And Dexter.
Big Bang Attack.
Yeah.
That was not Big Bang.
That was Burning Attack.
That was Burning Attack.
For those of you who don't know, it doesn't matter.
For those of you who don't know, if you have to ask, you'll never know.
That's right. That's right.
And if you know.
Anybody want to have any thoughts that they want to put out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote first to get rid of Firefly.
I'm gonna vote first. Kendall's gonna go missing tonight.
Oh. Anyway. I guess if I've got any say what to cut out of here first. Alright, I have one note to say about Star Trek Next Gen. Mm-hmm. It's a great theme. It looks surprisingly good for when it was released.
Yeah.
Because I think it was actually models that got like a kind of a CG layer over a lot of it.
Oh, hey, you changed the face.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to understand that.
So, like, one thing that I kind of noted while we were watching it last, I believe, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe that theme was actually first introduced in Star Trek the Motion Picture, and then used later in Star Trek Next Gen.
Right.
I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
That makes it disqualified.
I don't think it makes it disqualified.
Yeah, it doesn't make
it's
it
still a
disqualified.
TV theme. Like, if we had all felt super strongly about CSI being on here, even though it's just like a Who song, the intro is still like interesting. Like, I will just say, like, if we're going on song alone, the song was not made for the show.
Well, I mean, could we also say that about some of the other ones?
I don't know which ones of this.
I bet Firefly, so I think we should disqualify that one.
Well, I know for a fact Firefly was written for that show by Joss Whedon.
Well, you know, for all we know, the Sopranos theme.
I do believe that one is a song that was used, like, for Sopranos, not made for Sopranos.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
I don't think that should really be a factor.
I guess that's fair.
I still think the Sopranos one was better, though.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So getting back to that, I still think it's a great theme. I'm not going to say, like, let's get rid of it.
Yeah. I don't think Next Gen should be gotten rid of first.
I will say it is much more famous for being the Next Gen theme than being Star Trek the Motion Picture, because Star Trek the Motion Picture sucks.
It's not great.
It's bad. It's very slow.
I have an opinion on the two weakest links, but I will share that when we get to that.
Oh,
I mean, that
Firefly?
is now.
Oh, well, Cheers and Dexter,
Cheers.
I thought were some of the two weaker ones, but also iCarly was pretty. Like,
iCarly is kind of Drake and Josh light. It has a fun chorus. The yeah, I like that. But like,
I like how you danced for that, even though this is an audio
Podcast.
medium.
Hey, they can feel the headbang.
do you guys feel the headbang?
I will say,
Leave a comment down below.
Hey.
Cheers gives me like just this. It makes me feel something. Like, I sit and listen to Cheers, and it brings me this like happiness and sadness at the same time.
Yeah, and I really like the visuals. You know, it like lends history to the bar.
Yeah, which is funny because actually in the show it tells, like, Sam just like slapped that date on the top of it. He says like it just makes the bar sound better.
But you know what didn't give a good sense of history? Firefly.
Kendall. I'm just wondering if you're just trying to make Isaac and I mad. Because I legitimately think the Firefly theme is good.
Me too.
Y'all kind of talked over it.
Well, that's because we knew it a lot, so.
Yeah, I saw it like once.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, so.
Yeah. So,
You know, I'm also probably not going to be as much of a player in this one. I don't have as much of a horse in this race. Like, my top one is Malcolm in the Middle, and I'd be like, I wouldn't mind if that doesn't make it.
Oh,
I might fight for Malcolm in the Middle, honestly.
I thought it was pretty good, so I
Yeah,
don't think you're gonna have to
I
fight
love
for
the
it.
Malcolm in the Middle theme.
Yeah.
I just don't like yours. But
Yeah,
that's just me personally.
see, I pick my fights. I'm not going to fight for Malcolm in the Middle because I already know that it's going to be on there.
Oh, that's right. So are we kind of talking like, let's get rid of iCarly? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that works, I guess.
Whoa,
That's
that's
not
way
what
more
I'm...
official. You meant to change the color of the words.
I sure did.
Not the color of the background. Woo.
iCarly is dead.
I'm kind of with Isaac. Dexter is a very interesting theme.
Yes.
But it goes on a little longer than I feel like it needs to. Like, about twice the length I feel like it needs to.
Yeah, that's fair. I like the Dexter theme because it's kind of understated. You know, it's kind of a typical song, but it's a bit off kilter.
The song has almost a Silent Hill vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like, you can almost hear that, like,
I guess if you
zither,
stretch.
sort of.
It's
I don't
like
know.
Silent
It had
Hill, but worse.
Well, when watching it, it had that, like, creepy, almost, like, zither
Yeah.
tone to it.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it
that's
was
the
also
name of that instrument.
yeah, it's also kind of going for like a thing of sounding kind of typical of a theme song, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it personally a lot. That's why I had like my number 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So but yeah, if y'all feel that if it doesn't hold enough water, then
All right.
go for it.
Yeah.
We gotta make these cuts.
red.
I'm gonna give it the red.
This is very fitting for that show, actually.
Truth. I did really like the visuals. There was a
Yes.
lot, like, seeing, like, the grapefruit pressed, like, had that very gory vibe to
My
it.
next
Like,
opinion's gonna be so unpopular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember the Twilight Zone theme, so
do 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 do. You can't remember that. It's literally like 4 notes.
it's only 4 notes. We should get rid of it.
I will say,
Isaac, I'm supposed to be the agent of chaos.
as iconic as the Twilight theme is, it is kind of it is very old. It's not its fault that it looks the way it does, because
it's iconic, you know, and it's sort of more about like the atmosphere it presents and the narration that goes over it.
And I do think it does a good job of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna make our top 10.
Yeah.
All right.
This is so much easier than last time.
I mean,
Because I don't care.
we also have more
It's really just me and Steven
options.
that care. All right, next
Yeah,
one.
we-
Doctor
yeah,
Who,
we've also-
gone.
Yeah, we're also on. You know, I agree with that.
I'm kind of with you guys, but I will say one last thing about Doctor Who, and I think I brought it up. The theme song has barely had to change over the years.
Yes.
true.
That is a very strong thing. Like, yes, there were gaps in its running. Like, basically, it didn't run for like the 90s, essentially.
Yeah.
But the 60s theme, Backbone, is still the same theme as it is now in
It's
2020.
cheaper to
Yeah.
not change it, to be honest.
But TV themes...
Well, they did change it though.
Yeah.
You know, they updated it, and
That's true.
But it's so memorable. It's so
Yeah.
iconic. I will say,
I think it doesn't stand up.
I don't think it... Yeah, I think it can go.
yeah. Well, you know what wasn't memorable or iconic?
If you say Firefly,
Parks
Kendall,
and Recreation?
I'm gonna...
Parks and Recreation, exactly.
I love Parks and Rec.
The theme song's not that strong, though. This show's great.
I think that, like... I love how, like, cheery and, like... do-do-do-do,
It's great,
do-do-do-do,
just
do-do-do-do.
comparatively.
Yeah.
When we're comparing it to the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's-
I know this isn't gonna make the top 10, but I just want you guys to know how disappointed I am in you.
It's fine. It's fine.
It also doesn't help that I didn't really like that show. So.
I guess. I love that
We
show.
only need to eliminate 5 more. That's so many.
But it's gonna get... I feel like...
Oh no.
Like, I like the rest of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, you said you didn't you didn't really like the Cheers theme.
I thought it was okay, and that's as somebody who hasn't seen the show. It would not drag me into the show. Like, I wouldn't get excited hearing that theme. As somebody who didn't grow up watching it, and somebody who hasn't watched the show.
Well, I didn't grow up watching it either. I saw a couple episodes in high school, but I know the whole song, you know?
Yeah. This is one of those songs that, like, I had on my iPod because I liked it so
Does
much.
it beat
the rest
Big
of
Bang
this?
Theory?
Let's
In
talk
my
about
opinion, absolutely.
let's talk about the Big Bang Theory. I love that song. The first Bare Naked Ladies concert I went to, they played that song live. It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it because it's Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, that's fair.
The show is overrated. It's funny in parts, but it's pretty...
It's
It's
you know,
pretty generic.
but we're not
sitcom.
fighting for the show,
You're
though.
right. You are right. But like
And let's be honest, pretty much all of the Bare Naked Lady songs are...
most of them, except for some on their Christmas album, which are just synthesizer Christmas carols, and it's like these suck. I'm sorry, BNL.
Yeah. I doubt it's gonna make any difference because I am biased here, but I don't like the song because I don't like the Bare Naked Ladies.
Kendall's off the podcast.
yeah.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with
So
eliminating
there's like
both of them.
there's like bias in both sides of that.
I'd be
Like,
okay with eliminating both of them.
How much?
We need to eliminate 5, man.
I will eliminate the Big Bang Theory if you're okay. You said you're okay with
If
that.
we eliminate Cheers as well.
Let's talk about Cheers a little bit more, because Cheers brings on a vibe that is similar to one we haven't talked about at all, which is almost certainly going to make our list. MASH.
MASH is so much better. I'm sorry.
No, if I were to...
I don't know if it's better.
I think
different.
the song is a lot better, and I think it's more memorable. To me.
I mean, to be fair, some of that like memory you have is because it was around your childhood a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I think is true for all of us. That being said, I personally actually do like the MASH theme a little bit better.
Yes.
I just feel weird about cutting Cheers so early.
It's
Right.
not even early anymore.
When we still have Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could cut Sweet Life.
Yeah.
And Cheers.
I had
And Firefly.
Oh, we're not cutting Firefly.
I had a little bit of fun listening to the Sweet Life theme again, but
It
like
doesn't beat Drake and Josh, and that's in a similar genre. So
And
we're
Drake
cutting it.
And Drake and Josh doesn't beat Cheers.
Disagree, but that's okay.
I kind of agree.
That's fine. different feelings, though.
Yeah.
One's a kid's show.
I mean, yes, I will say you know what struck me when I listened to the Drake and Josh theme? It has its opening line, and then it feels like there's a chunk of song missing, and it like going into the chorus. I know there is, but you can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I watched a lot of Drake and Josh as a kid. I like struggle to remember it. I barely watched any of Cheers, well, like 10 years ago, and I remember that whole song.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have never struggled to remember the Drake and Josh theme song.
I mean, yeah, I remember it pretty well, but like,
But yeah, I'll cut Zack and Cody if we cut Cheers too. I am cool with making that decision.
All right, we'll cut Zack and Cody if we also cut Firefly.
If we also cut Cheers.
If we also cut Friends.
so let's talk about Friends for a second here.
Okay.
Friends is such a generic sitcom opening.
But it's so
Yeah.
memorable.
But like,
It's
would
fine.
it be as memorable if it didn't have the?
It doesn't matter, that's part of the song.
It is part of the song.
That's
It's
why
like
it's memorable.
I will say, Friends is a good theme
It
song.
plays at my work, and every time the song comes on, even though the version of the song that plays at my work doesn't have the clapping, my boss claps along to it every time.
Doesn't have the clapping in it?
No, isn't that weird?
That is weird, because I
Yeah.
swear the full song has the clapping in it.
Well, you know, they have to use like different versions. They can't use the original versions at my store.
Oh, so is it a cover?
Yeah.
Weird. That's super weird. I don't like that. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't.
Yeah, could you imagine the Friends theme with no clapping? I bet we can look it up after this.
It would
It'll
be terrible.
crazy.
What other changes do they have? Country roads take me home to the place I belong, North Dakota.
That being said, I'd totally be fine cutting Zack and Cody if we cut Cheers.
You just don't want Cheers on the list.
I don't think it's that great. I
Well,
think that
I
most
mean,
of the
like-
other contenders are much better.
I just also really love the line, like, it's the name of the song, like, where everybody knows your name, like,
Yeah.
it makes you feel something. Like, Cheers warms my heart, Isaac.
Making your
cool.
way through the world today.
Does
Accept
Friends
everything
warm
you
your
got.
heart?
Yes.
It annoys me.
I'm in a weird middle area between you two.
But
like,
I also like.
I'm so
So
in
you
Friends-
agree with me about cutting Firefly then?
But
No.
but I
What do
also.
you-
Well, if you're
Kendall,
halfway,
stop.
if you're halfway, then you'll cut fire but not fly, or where you cut fly but not fire. Is that what you're saying?
So anyways,
I just want to fly. Put your arms around me, baby.
What if we cut Star Trek Next Generation? And also Zack and Cody.
Are we agreed
Or-
we're gonna cut Zack and Cody?
I guess
No,
we're gonna
I'm
cut
only,
Zack and
no,
Cody.
I'm only agreeing to cut Zack and Cody.
If
we
it goes
also
with
cut-
something else?
Yep.
All right, how about it goes with Angel then?
No.
No. No.
All right.
I would like Angel.
Angel was really good.
You gonna fight for Star Trek Next Generation?
I will say,
I gotta fight for something.
For how long that theme is,
You're
because
already fighting for Cheers, Kendall. You are
You can-
fighting for something.
we're fighting for 10. That's the game.
We have 4 more to eliminate. Go, quick. Fine, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, except I think that's great.
I
so-
think the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is pretty great.
Yeah.
But is it top 10 great?
Yes.
Compared to Zack and Cody, yes.
Compared to Zack and Cody, yeah, but is it top 10 great?
It's better than Cheers.
What did you guys think of iZombie?
I liked it.
It was neat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I just don't like Cheers. I'm sorry.
I don't feel very strongly about iZombie, but
I like it because like it's a show that's based on a comic book. They
It's
made
a
the
really
intro.
cool show.
They made the show intro like comic booky.
Yeah.
The song is very punchy, which I like. Like it.
I don't remember the song.
Oh.
I mean that's fair. You heard it one time.
Yeah. Yeah, Isaac. You heard it one time.
I've actually heard the Cheers theme before.
Well, sure. I'm sure you
I just
have.
said I've never seen the show. I just don't think the theme's that great. I think it's okay. People who've seen the show, super memorable too. You said you've seen it a couple times. I've seen it not at all. I've heard the song many, many times. Not memorable to me. That's just my take on it. I know that you all are sad about it.
How do we feel about the Star Trek Next Gen theme?
I don't
like
care.
it.
I really like it too.
Yeah,
You
it's kind
said-
of, it's kind
I
of a
don't
good
care.
answer to Star Wars, you know?
No.
I know what he means. Like dun 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 has a good like punch to it,
Yeah.
along with the
But it still sounds more Star Trek-y than Star Wars, you know?
part of that could be because it's so like attached to the thing.
That's
Part of it could be
true.
that it's-
I mean, they're both those songs are attached to their properties so hard that
Could also
like,
be that I just don't really like Star Trek that much, so you know.
I'm a fairly big Trekkie.
I like how we're trying to not bring too much bias into it.
Yeah.
But then Isaac's like, I don't like Star Trek, so get rid of
Ah,
Next
man.
Gen.
Not trying to bring any bias in it. We should get rid of Firefly.
Thank you!
Anyway,
All right, cross it off. man.
Firefly, much better than Star Trek, in my opinion.
Look, we know we're getting rid of Zack and Cody.
And
Right?
Firefly.
I will fight tooth and nail for Zack and Cody.
If Cheers doesn't go,
Or Star Trek Next Generation.
Okay, why are you so against Cheers then, if we're so for it?
I just don't think it's that memorable. That's what I said. I thought it was okay. You have
Making
fond
your way
memories
through
of
the
it.
world
I know.
today, I don't really have all that fond memories of it.
saying
I
him.
thought it was okay.
yeah, but that
I thought
song
it
is
was an
super
okay
memorable.
show.
Well, I mean, like you're not. Yeah, I don't know. Like
I think it's an okay show. I like the
Does
theme
Cheers
the most
beat
about
Star
it.
Trek Next Generation?
that's a good question.
In
That's a
your
good
opinion?
question.
Because
Oh,
I don't really
yeah.
care about either of them, so...
All right, so the thing about Cheers versus Star Trek Next Gen, the speech for Next Gen is the same as the original Star Trek.
It's slightly tweaked, but yeah, it is essentially the
Yeah,
same.
there's
thing.
a couple words different.
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring something up since we're talking
But-
about biased.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Mm-hmm.
I think the theme song's amazing.
It is
and
really
it's
good.
very memorable. So when I say that Cheers is not memorable, I mean it. I have not seen either of those shows, and I absolutely remember Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I don't remember Cheers.
Sing a little bit of the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt thing, man.
I'm not gonna sing on here.
I respect his like argument there though. Like he's not seen either show, but he can like if he can like I'm not like I'm just saying I respect his argument.
Okay, but are we gonna give in because of Isaac's? Because like we both feel strongly about Cheers, but Isaac is aggressively indifferent.
Here's the thing. How strongly do you feel about it? Let's start comparing them. Compare it to Star Trek Next Generation. Which one's better? You like Cheers better? Cool. I agree. Cheers is better than Star Trek Next Generation.
So we're getting rid of Zach and Cody, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
We've agreed.
Cody, if we get rid of Firefly.
Let's not do that. How many do we have to get rid of?
We're at 7, so 3 more.
5, 6, 7. Yep,
like
3 more.
Cheers and Star Trek Next Generation.
And Firefly. All right, that's 3.
I'm gonna hate to say it.
Okay.
Here's one we haven't talked about yet.
First, before that, these are the ones I'm thinking of cutting.
Okay.
Star Trek Next Gen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Drake and Josh.
Oh.
Cheers. iZombie. I love iZombie, but like I don't know if it's
I will agree to Friends and Star Trek Next Generation. I will fight for Drake and Josh.
I know you will. Are there any of those that I listed off that were all like, we can get rid of that?
Friends.
Cool.
I'm kind of with it. Like, Friends is, I mean, it's made
It's
it
very
to...
memorable, but it's not memorable. It's not, it doesn't stack up.
Yeah, would we be talking about the Friends theme if Friends itself wasn't so beloved?
Friends is very beloved, although it is starting to get a little bit of an overrated vibe to it. But it has also lasted, like, it's lasted in everybody's minds for so long, so I can't call it too overrated.
Yeah, to draw a
Parallel.
To draw a parallel between another, thank you, Isaac, between another sitcom, the Full House theme is kind of still popular despite Full House, you know?
I don't even remember it.
Let's not get into it.
Oh, you don't remember the Full House theme? It goes... moving on.
Whatever happened to the milkman, the paperboy, even TV?
I remember.
Everywhere you look.
Sippity ba ba dow, doo ba doo doo. Yeah, it's not on our list for a reason.
Yeah,
it's not terrible. It's fine. It's not on our list.
We got 2 more guys. I don't want to cut Drake and Josh. I'll fight for it.
I do want to cut Drake and Josh.
Yeah, but that's very themist.
What?
Cheers, bro. That's where you're at right now. That's exactly.
Right. Okay, look, you're like, yeah, fuck this kid's show. Fuck this kid's show. Fuck this kid's show.
To be fair, there is a kid's show on this list still. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm saying like
Drake and Josh is great.
I'm not saying I'm.
Are you saying Drake and Josh is better than Bill Nye?
I'm saying it's about as good.
Whoa! Every time, Isaac, I made this argument in the last one. You don't like when people play a film in science class in school. Like everybody goes crazy, like Bill Nye, and you see the kids bursting through the walls, going Bill, 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 Bill Nye the Science Guy. Are you saying that's not better than Drake and Josh?
I said they're about the same.
About
the same.
All right, I'll say this.
Oh!
It's not that Drake and Josh. It's not that Drake and Josh is a kids show. It's that it's a Disney Channel show.
It's Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That it's a Nickelodeon show.
No, you lost your credibility the second you opened your mouth. All right, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Still think that Drake and Josh is better than Star Trek Next Generation. I will agree to keep Cheers, even though I dislike it. If we cut Star Trek Next Generation. I already let you cut Zach and Cody. I actually had no qualms about cutting iCarly. It's pretty bad.
Bad.
It's pretty.
I don't know about bad.
We put it on last second to the list, so.
No, we didn't.
No, we
That
didn't.
was on the list.
That was-
Oh, it was
Zach
Zach
and
and Cody,
Cody,
yeah.
which we cut after iCarly
Yeah.
because we said it was more of a contender.
Somebody else said it was.
Just him.
You said it was more of a contender,
Yeah.
Kendall.
And I still like Sweet Life better than Drake and Josh.
I disagree.
I still struggle to remember Drake and Josh.
How? It's gonna take some time to realize.
It's gonna take some time to remember, apparently.
All right. So
Ha-cha-cha! You're all weak.
I think our last two that we should cut are Star Trek: Next Generation and iZombie.
I agree.
Except
If-
You're gonna say Firefly. Don't you say Firefly?
I'm glad we're on the same
We're
page.
not saying Firefly. I will cut iZombie. It's neat, but like, is it the rest of these neat?
No,
I think it's neater than Drake and Josh.
I know you.
You don't like Drake and Josh.
I mean, it's generic, you know. It's
I don't really
it's
think
early
it's that generic.
It's a little
it's early
generic.
2000s.
It's fun though. It has a lot of
I don't
memories
know.
attached to
I
it.
always will remember it. And if our audience base is people our age, they will all remember it too.
Who knows
I
what
don't
our
know.
audience base is?
Yeah, who
our
knows?
audience base is us right now.
It was one dude one time.
Yeah,
I'm still
well,
having
that was back with the
I'm
video
still
game
having
stuff.
to remind myself that that song is in fact Drake and Josh and not iCarly. So
Yeah, but that's because you can't tell the difference between Nickelodeon and Disney. So, you know.
I think I never knew that Bill Nye was Disney. How come
Again,
Bill Nye
it's-
was never like your tech dude in Kingdom Hearts?
That'd be interesting. All right.
we have
a
one to cut.
top 11. I really think Star Trek Next Generation is a pretty weak contender. You even said the opening was the same as very similar
but
to another.
we-
No, you said the opening was very similar to another opening, and then they already used the opening for the TV show in a movie before they did the TV show.
But Sir Patrick Stewart's voice
You know what?
melts a lot of things, Isaac.
That's fine. He's great. Not debating that. He's also great in many, many other things that aren't on this list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure is. I don't know what that means.
Okay, but Drake and Josh, really though?
Yes. Really.
This is the fight. This is the fight.
Drake and Josh versus Star Trek.
This angers me so much because when you say it that way, it
All right.
just hurts me.
All right, do we have the one that kind of
You know what?
that like kind of
There's Star Trek in Drake and Josh, so like if
Is
you
there?
vote for, yeah, so if you vote for Star Trek,
He just says yeah.
if you vote for Drake and Josh, you're also voting
That's
for
not
Star
how
Trek.
that works.
Yeah, it
You know
is.
what? He's right. Get rid of Firefly.
I will tell you what Drake and Josh does have. It has the game sphere. Which was definitely not a
Miracle!
It also had like a Spanish speaking robot. The por favor.
How do we feel about Angel though?
I love Angel.
I know.
It's
feel
really
nothing
good.
about Angel.
Really?
But let's compare it to like The Sopranos. Which one do you like more?
I
I
do
don't-
like the well, Isaac, you're talking about my number one choice and my number two choice on my list.
It's fair. You chose
I
Sopranos.
chose
as number
Sopranos over Angel. But I also chose Angel over everything else on this list but the Sopranos.
See, I'm all. The thing about Angel with me though is that I don't even know what Angel is.
It's
He's a
spin-off of
vampire with a
another
soul.
Oh,
It's a good show.
why is it called Angel then?
Because his name is Angel. His name is Angelus.
Oh.
show.
That
Yeah.
got shortened to Angel when he became good.
When he had a
Okay.
soul.
Yeah,
Okay. Wasn't it also have something to do with Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
it was a spin-off.
Okay.
The character Angel started in Buffy.
Yeah, that's all I know, and that's just based on my memories from when my mom watched the show.
Yeah. I really like that song, that intro. I like the song. The song was also on my iPod with Cheers and a theme that didn't make this list, Greatest American Hero.
All right, let's go through what we have left.
Because we have 11 left, if I'm not mistaken.
What
Yeah.
if we just cut all of them?
Then we wouldn't have a list. Teletubbies themes across the board.
Their theme is terrible. It's
Probably.
just them screaming their names.
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
All right, scrap all of this. Number 1, Andy Griffith Show.
Number 2, Booba.
I actually really like the Andy Griffith theme. How did that not end up on my honorable mentions?
I don't know.
All right, let's not get copyrighted.
Fair
So,
enough.
on our list right now, one has to go. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Bill Nye the Science Guy, MASH, Star Trek Next Gen, Drake and Josh, Firefly, The Sopranos, Malcolm in the Middle, Angel, and Cheers.
I feel very strongly about kicking Drake and Josh, honestly.
I feel very strongly
Isaac
about
feels
kicking.
so strongly about keeping it.
Yep.
How
How strongly do you feel about keeping Star Trek Next Generation?
A lot.
I would keep Cheers over Next Gen. I have decided that,
Yes.
but it just ugh.
You know that if you sing Drake and Josh to somebody our age, they're going to sing it back to you.
Are they?
Compared to these three, probably.
Yeah. Just because you don't like it.
Well, I mean, who's gonna sing Star Trek Next Gen? You don't.
I mean,
Space, the final frontier. These
That's-
are the voyages.
that is a good point.
Just to be fair, Space the Final Frontier is just a thing that is connected with it. You can't use that as an excuse for why the song is...
We're not talking about to the song though. Like,
I know.
It's
But,
it's the theme. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't-
But
all
they
right,
use
then
it in
you
other
can't-
ones.
you can't. All right, you can't use the Drake and Josh theme to defend the Drake and Josh theme.
That bottle clink at the end, bullshit.
Right, but what I'm saying is Space the Final Frontier also used in Star Trek.
An inferior theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just keeping the thing going.
Yeah, that's why Doctor Who didn't make it very far.
No, Doctor Who didn't make it very far because it wasn't as good as all the other
This
ones.
is true.
Yeah.
I love the Doctor Who
Just
theme,
like Star
but-
Trek Next Generation isn't as good as all the other ones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, personally, I would choose it over Cheers, but I don't remember either of them, and I don't really like Star Trek, so...
And I don't really like Firefly, but you don't see me bringing my bias into it.
Oh yeah, you haven't mentioned Cut Firefly once.
Cut Firefly, I agree.
And it's not that I
God,
hate Star Trek,
No,
I just
I know.
think that it's overrated. I think that...
I mean, it's incredibly important.
Star Trek is America's Doctor Who.
Yeah.
It is broken up in over series, but it has the same effect on the pop culture.
Yeah.
Star
I
Trek
un-
was
I
this
recognize
huge
it's-
was this huge fucking thing that like it defined nerd culture in America. You know, we have conventions because of Star Trek.
Well, actually, we have conventions because one group likes Star Trek and the other group likes Star Wars, and they don't really... Except a lot of people that like Star Wars also.
I don't hear
It's
anybody
just-
talking about Star Wars conventions.
Yeah, it was like all Star Trek conventions. It like started the whole thing of fandom, you know, like the whole fandom coming together to send all these messages to
You're right,
the
the original
network.
Star Trek did do that.
I don't know if it was the original.
It was the original.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, and
I legitimately didn't know. That
No,
wasn't like a... It
And,
wasn't
like-
the original. It's like, I don't know if it was the original.
you know, and Star Trek Next Gen, a lot of, for me, the Next Gen theme has kind of supplanted the original theme to the point where when I played the original and it went to I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, it is a little weird.
And Drake and Josh, there's a couple memes that it made. That was cool, I guess. You know, like,
Josh really likes Oprah.
He does really like Oprah.
hey, where's the door?
I don't even know what you mean by that.
You don't know that one?
No.
It's a good song, though.
Where's the door?
No.
Oh, the Drake and Josh.
Hey, where's the door?
I love that one.
The Drake and Josh theme does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
Star
It
Trek theme
feels-
does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
It feels wrong to put Drake and Josh on this list.
It feels wrong for me to put Star Trek on this list.
Oh,
How
come
does
on.
that feel wrong?
It's just not that memorable to me, man.
I will say, there are a lot of people our generation that really do love Drake and Josh. I will say, Star Trek probably spans more generations.
Yes.
In fact, one might say that it will even go to the next generation.
That was a bad pun, and you should feel bad.
All right, cut next gen.
He agreed.
This is like one of the only ones Isaac is super fighting for.
Yeah. I was going to fight for the other ones, but you were so quick to cut them.
Which other ones? Which other ones were you gonna fight for? You kind of fought for Friends.
I sort of fought for Zach and Cody. I wanted you to take another one out with
You fought for Zach and Cody in the way that it was like, yeah, we can cut it if you cut the thing that you actually like.
All I'm saying is there's two still on this list that just do absolutely nothing for me. At all. So, if we cut one, then each of us have one thing on this list that does absolutely nothing for us, and I think we can live with that.
All right,
Kendall.
if you feel that strongly about it, I actually think I'd be more comfortable cutting Cheers over next gen.
Okay, I'm down with that.
It feels so wrong to me to cut next gen over Drake and Josh.
You and I have a similar feeling with our
I-
appreciation for Star Trek and Cheers that I will give you Star Trek. It hurts me really bad to cut Cheers.
Yeah,
Because
it hurts me too, but I'm more comfortable cutting Cheers than I am Drake and Josh. I mean, than I am.
True feeling.
well, Kendall, once again, you've made Isaac admit your mistakes. So there goes Cheers.
Your true feelings have been revealed. I knew he liked Drake and Josh better than Cheers.
All right, we have 10.
I'll put Drake and Josh at number 10.
I'm good with that.
I know you
I'm
are.
good with that.
I still think it belongs above other ones, but that's okay.
Okay, that's enough.
I am fine with it at number 10. I think Star Trek Next Gen belongs at number 9.
You filibustered Drake and Josh in.
You aren't wrong. Man. I think Next Gen can go at number 9.
I don't know about that.
You know what? What about...
I'm good with The Sopranos going very high.
I'm also good with that.
Yeah, me too.
Sopranos is fantastic.
I think MASH should also go very high.
Ooh, yeah, MASH might be a contender, actually.
Yeah.
I think both of those should be high up. Like,
Yeah.
we all agree, like, MASH is the only song, like, theme song I can think of, one sec, that, like, puts me in a place. Also, you're gonna say cut Firefly. We can't now.
I was going to say there's one song we haven't talked about at all, really.
Is it Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, obviously.
We can put it at number 9.
Really?
I like it better than some of the other ones, but, like, the fact we've talked about literally every single one of these,
It's
except...
I didn't talk about
There's
Fresh Prince because, like, it is one
There's
of
no
the theme songs.
yeah. There's a few that we haven't talked about because
It
there's
could go
no
at, like,
contest. You know.
6.
I'm
5.
comfortable putting it somewhere near the middle.
Yeah. I'm
You know what
comfortable
else
with it
should go
around
at
the
number
middle.
5? Just because...
Firefly?
No, Malcolm in the Middle.
I get it. I didn't for a second there. Kendall beat me to it.
Okay, but how great would that be?
If Malcolm is in the middle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want to force that though.
No.
Yeah, no.
It just might end up that way.
I'm thinking of all of these. Like, Malcolm in the Middle, I gotta give They Might Be Giants the fact that, like, they were in my childhood without me even, like, listening to them that much.
Yeah, they have a song called Dr. Worm that was a part of a
Alright.
game that I used to play.
You know, I also feel like I've been being unfair. Stephen, what's your number 1 again?
Kendall?
Yeah.
It's Sopranos.
It's Next Gen.
You know, what was it really?
It was Sopranos.
I say we cut Sopranos. I'll agree to cutting Sopranos if we cut Firefly.
So,
wanna
we
cut
got a
either
top
of those.
8 now?
I think Firefly would be a good number 4 spot. I really love it.
Firefly's really good. feeling a little lower than number 4 though. I don't know yet. We haven't talked about all these.
Yeah.
Well, how do we feel? Right. Okay, here's
it could
a
go
little
like
bit
number
of
6.
A little bit of an outlier. How about Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? It's really good. It's made it to the top 10.
You know what? What if Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt made it to 9?
I'll be fine with that.
I'm feeling that.
Cool.
I really love it. It's really fun. It has that Gregory Brothers feel. Like, it's.
You want me to just type it
Oh
out?
no!
I'm
hey,
good.
did the Scrubs
Maybe.
theme make it into honorable mentions?
I believe it did.
Okay.
I don't think it made it into mine, but we
It
definitely
was.
talked about
It was on my top 10 list.
Okay.
That didn't work.
It's good. It's a good theme.
That was my number 7,
Nice.
right under Doctor Who and Dexter.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Could be at number 8.
Are we feeling that? Are we feeling Malcolm in the Middle at number 8?
Might as well. It's only my number 1.
Yeah, but like, look at where Isaac's number 1 made it. Actually, I don't know where Magic Pendule was on your list, but
I think it was number 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magic Pendulum was number 8.
And you fought so hard to be on the top 10.
Yeah.
That makes me a little angry retrospectively.
I mean, Isaac also fought so hard to have Drake and Josh over Star Trek Next Gen, and then as soon as we gave in, he was like, alright, put number 10.
I know.
That's because I knew you wouldn't let me put it above that.
Yeah, you're right,
What
though.
are you doing?
I feel like Star Trek Next Gen can go at number 7.
I agree.
I feel like that's a good place for it.
Sweet. Now, just above it at number 6 should be Firefly.
I'm feeling that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Or maybe it should be, or maybe Firefly should be number 11. And number 1 should be Cheers.
He's like, yeah, I really
I never thought Cheers should be number 1, but
He's over here like, yeah, I really hate the Firefly theme. All it was Steven and Isaac talking the whole time. What a terrible opening to a show.
Are you telling me, Steven, that you don't want to go where everybody knows your name?
I do want that. I wanted Cheers on this list, but I wanted Isaac to shut up.
Just think. The lowest of our top 10 beat out Cheers.
Ugh.
Isaac, are you an anime villain?
Might as well be at
I
this
am.
point.
Yes, thank you for asking. I can't wait to get to the anime themes where it will come out. I think number 5 should be Fresh Prince. I really don't think it belongs that much higher on the list.
To be fair,
Actually,
out of any of these, short of maybe Bill Nye, you sing that song to anybody.
that's very true.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Like, not just our generation.
No, I know.
Almost anybody. They're going to be able to sing at least most of that with you.
Fine.
I
I
would
would say
Fresh
number
Prince-
3.
Yeah, I'd put Fresh Prince above Bill Nye, I think.
No.
That's a tough one. We'll talk about that. I'm actually, as much as I love Angel, I feel like Angel's my good number 5.
I think so.
As long as it beat out Firefly.
Or maybe number 12.
They're both by Joss Whedon. Good on him making our 5 and 6.
Yeah. Like Kingdom Hearts. I know that was like 3 and 5 or something.
Yeah.
But like,
what's next?
we have 4 left.
How about The Sopranos? Oh, it's so good.
It's really good. I've never seen that show, and I can tell by watching that theme exactly what that show is about.
That's a good point.
But MASH is
Plus
also
the song.
so good.
No, I know. But like,
If you haven't seen The Sopranos, though, does that mean it should be disqualified?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was like I had.
Because there's plenty of themes that I cut because I hadn't seen them.
Really?
Yeah, like Carnival.
Well, that's your fault for not putting that on your list.
It's very true.
Carnival is a really good opening. And is like
Never
one of
heard
those
of it.
that, like,
I
wow,
haven't either.
I really want to see that. It's about I think it's an HBO show.
Is it about a carnival?
Yeah, about the carnival during the Great Depression.
Oh. I also had a lot of people on my Facebook push for The Sopranos as well.
Okay. I think that if I were to do this list, I would put...
I think that like this is a solid top 4 in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
And unpopular opinions, and I understand that we're going to talk about it and fight for it, but I think that Bill Nye should be number 1, MASH should be number 2, Fresh Prince should be number 3, and The Sopranos should be number 4. That's my opinion on it.
Yep.
I think Bill Nye should be number 4.
Oh, no, but it's so...
I think, this is really hard. I personally, I mean, this is partially because Sopranos was my number 1 pick, but like, I really genuinely think that's like one of the best TV themes of all time, and like
it is really good.
I really think it maybe should be number 1.
Mm-hmm. I would go.
I'd say 3. I could say it could be above.
I'd go
Fresh Prince.
Woke up this morning and got yourself a gun. It's really good. Like,
It is really good.
Yeah, I would do Bill Nye number 4, Fresh Prince number 3, Sopranos number 2, MASH number 1.
I'd be down with that.
You guys both think MASH is better than Sopranos?
Yes.
I think so.
And I think
And you
Sopranos
think-
is a good number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like
What we have to say about MASH is MASH
compromise that because I like MASH is one of those that like I didn't even think it was gonna make this list, and we all have like that like
special
Yeah.
memory of it.
and I feel like so many other people must.
but it also is just like the theme
It's such a
is
good opening.
Yeah, it's a really good opening, you know, it creates such an atmosphere, you know? Like even
I'm sorry. I just realized the fight I had against Next Gen early on. MASH is also from a movie. It's literally the theme to the movie MASH.
and I don't think it was made for the movie, was it?
I don't know. The song is called Suicide is Painless, and it's
Yeah.
this like crooner song almost. Like it might have been made before. So like it's funny that like I made that argument in almost like say like we should consider this maybe getting rid of Next Gen when MASH made it like this far without me even thinking about it.
Because MASH is so great.
Okay, I'm going to agree. MASH number 1, Sopranos number 2. I think we should discuss which is better between Fresh Prince and...
I agree.
I
We
did
should
that.
discuss it. I am for either way, to be honest, because I'm not going to fight that hard between these two. I think Bill Nye is better because I think Steven's thing is very... let's just have him do it again. Once he's done putting... We're just going to have him do it. We're going to have him run it back one more time.
Take that, rewind it back. Stephen Wang's
Turn
got
the beat back.
I cannot hit this. This is weird. We're just gonna... Oh, well, that worked suddenly.
Steven doesn't know how to computer.
It's well, not one-handed from the side. I don't.
Get better.
For real.
All right, Steven, it's time.
Bill Nye
Bill Nye,
or Fresh Prince.
do the Bill Nye thing. You gotta do it.
We can't make this bias.
Yes, we
can.
Okay.
Because kids would do it.
you know what?
The children.
I will say.
All right.
I
here's
don't know
the
how
thing.
many. Like,
Here's my argument against that. Children are idiots.
and Bill Nye
Fuck.
taught them.
Yeah, and fuck children's television.
Hello.
No.
All right, our top 10 cartoon list is canceled.
And cut Drake and Josh.
Our top 10 anime list is canceled according to a lot of stupid people.
I don't feel like Japan views anime as like a kid's thing.
No.
Oh, I think it definitely does.
Does it?
Yeah. Which is
That might be true. How many like adults really talk about anime over there?
A lot.
Is it a lot?
yeah, but they're called weirdos.
That's actually not really that true. I've had
The
a
whole-
lot of Japanese exchange students, so I'm speaking from actual experience here. A lot of people watch anime over there.
I mean, I'm
It's
sure
literally
enough.
family anime. Like,
That's
it's
fair.
like their whole culture is now based around that. So
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to say
guess-
it's not just kid stuff. However, a lot of stupid Americans actually just think of anime as kid shows, which is why people refuse to get into it. I have this one friend
I never
who
thought that.
refuses to watch anime.
I have one friend, a coworker who refuses to watch anime because he thinks it would stereotype him because he's Asian. That's the reason he won't watch anime.
That's a dumb
Yeah,
Yeah,
reason.
and even though everybody else in that restaurant watches anime. It's a sushi restaurant. And there are very few Asians in this restaurant.
I think Bill Nye above Fresh Prince, but that means Fresh Prince will be at number 4, and I think that's a good spot for
like,
it.
part of my argument is like if I were to walk up to people on the street, and I feel like it'd be close, but if you sang the Fresh Prince theme to somebody, and like you sang the Bill Nye theme to somebody.
What if we do this? What if we all take a pause from this? Meet back next week, and in between, we
just sing at people.
Yes.
Just walk to man on the street. Yo, this is a story all about how man on the street. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
See the Bill Nye.
Science rules.
See, that one's so much better.
All right.
You know what? I think I might have convinced myself.
You know, I also thought of something.
Yeah.
A lot of people love the show Fresh Prince of Bel Air. A lot of people just love the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme. You know,
That is true.
It's true.
and like whenever Will Smith like shows up in something, people don't really think, oh, Fresh Prince of Bel Air at this point.
Not as
'Cause-
much anymore. You're right.
Yeah, but
It's like a treat when he goes onto like a talk show and like happens to like he's like, yo, it's like the 15th anniversary of like or like the 30th anniversary or whatever, and he like goes on and sings the Fresh Prince theme. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, he still knows it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And when people see
Yeah,
Bill Nye, they're like, oh man, that's the guy from his show with his name.
yeah, like
you're right, but Bill Nye has made a name for himself, especially in recent years, transcending his.
Yeah.
he has, but whenever you see him in the back of your mind, you're still like, Bill,
Yeah.
Bill.
I will say, like,
Bill,
he
Bill,
he
Bill.
talks to, like, the world like it's his kids, and, like, a lot of people, when they comment on his videos, like, Bill Nye taught us better than what we've made this world.
Pause.
Yeah, the Bill Nye theme is partly loved because it means no schoolwork. The Fresh Prince theme is loved because it's a really good song, and it means, oh, I get to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
That did get mentioned.
It is a very good point. I think that I just think it's worth noting. So, Arby's is my friend Hunter, and he just turned 19,
Mm-hmm.
and he never has watched Fresh Prince. He just knew the theme, but he watched Bill Nye in school. So Bill Nye is still around in young kids' minds.
Yes, but he also said, like, he had never watched Fresh Prince and he knew the theme. That's also a point in that one's favor.
I know. It's so hard. But to be fair, the two other people, my friend Nick is only a year older than Arby's, and he also would vote for Fresh Prince, but that's also because he loves the show more.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Zach, not my roommate Zach,
Yeah.
other Zach, also votes for Fresh Prince. So I think as much as I love Bill Nye...
I mean, ultimately, it's our list.
Yeah.
Yes. It's true.
Which means we can cut Firefly.
It's very true.
Snuck one in there at the end.
It's very true, but we have to also consider the other things that we didn't consider that they brought up, which is why I called them in. Two of them are the people that... Yeah, anyways. Not important right now.
Yeah.
I love Bill Nye, but I am willing to consider their points that, like, one, Hunter's never watched it, and he knows the theme. There's special memories connected with Fresh Prince, which is why people love it and love the theme. They think the theme is catchier than the Bill Nye theme. I disagree.
I think the Fresh Prince theme is altogether a better song.
It's a full song, though. It's not even just the theme. That has a full song attached.
I know, but it doesn't feel like Drake and Josh where, like, you know, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell where the song was cut to shoehorn the chorus
Yes,
in.
yes.
I
But Drake
I
and Josh
think,
is at 10.
but, like, that opening for Bill Nye, you can't tell me his head swirling is not, like, instantly in your head. Like,
And you
his head
can't-
just, like, turning.
You gotta-
Although, I instantly think of, like,
Well,
Will Smith
remember
turning
when he,
in
like,
the chair,
ducks down to
too.
the
Or-
camera and the science rules?
Yes.
Or like...
I don't think he ducks.
Or
I
like,
think it's his head.
Or
thing,
Will
yeah.
Smith getting picked up and spun by the bullies.
Yeah.
Or Will Smith doing the head thing when he knocks on the door. Or
It's
Will,
true.
Or Bill
or
Nye
Will
being
Smith
a scientist.
like bouncing along
Yo
as he
ho,
whistles.
smell you later. Yeah.
There, it's all so good.
Somehow these two ended up being very similar in their, like...
I mean, like, they agreed with me. I feel very strongly about Fresh Prince being above Bill Nye.
I'm like I think
I really...
I might agree. Like, you brought up a point where it's like, you can take so many excerpts from Fresh Prince, where there's like 3 or 4 in Bill Nye, which are fantastic.
Yeah.
But you could take like almost any moment from the Fresh Prince theme and remember it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's also...
I personally love Bill Nye more, but I respect the points that were brought up, and I am conceding.
That's how I feel.
Bill Nye.
That's honestly how I feel about the MASH and Sopranos, but I respect and like
Yeah.
come together.
Cool.
Here's another point for Fresh Prince over
We don't
Bill Nye.
need it.
Let's say it anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, sing the Bill Nye theme.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill, Science Rule. Yeah, it's all excerpts. Like, you can't do it in order.
Yeah, and, like, there's, like, 4 lines to it.
Yeah.
Sing the Fresh Prince theme. So many people get so much of that, and that is a lot
It's true.
of
There's,
lyrics.
like, one small section that I can never quite remember.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. I like to minute. Just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a prince of the town called Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, I was on
The school grounds where I spent most of
my
my
days. Shoot.
This part is the part
Yeah.
I can't, like...
Yeah, because he kind of
shooting
like
b-ball outside of the school.
I'm impressed.
That's
Yeah.
No, there's a little bit after that though. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. No, before that, it's relaxing, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Yeah, that's the one part that seems to.
But like that's
trip
the like
everyone
the
up.
one part.
Yeah, because the enunciation isn't as clear on that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. You know.
But yeah, you're right. Like,
and then a couple of guys who were up to no good
Start
started
making
making
trouble in my neighborhood.
I got in one little fight.
And
My
my mom
got
got
scared.
scared.
She said, "Move in with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
Theme 0 out of 10. That mom in the intro is not the same mom that shows up later in the show. Sorry.
I mean,
0 out of 10. Nope, 0 out of 10.
Well, that's just Will. That's just Will Smith in a wig, isn't it?
I don't think so.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll check on that. It might, you might be right, but I don't know.
No,
if it is
because
or
I
not.
think in the extended version, there's also she's in the same shot as Will Smith. Also, I've only seen the extended version like a couple times. I still remember those lines.
Oh, I can't say that for myself.
I begged and pleaded with her day after day. Packed my bags and set me on my way.
To be fair, now that you say it, I recognize those words, but like I wouldn't be able to sing them out loud. So
First class, man. This is bad. Sipping apple juice out of a champagne glass.
I think we're agreed though. Fresh Prince number 3.
Yep.
Bill Nye number 4.
Will Smith, the Fresh Prince.
Will.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. So
Ladies
we
and
have a
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down, and I like to take a minute, just sit down, eat some pie. I'll tell you how I became Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I like pie because it's a math term.
It was pretty funny.
Okay, so we have our top 10. It's a little unorthodox with a couple of these, but it's our top 10, and you're wrong. So,
Yeah,
except for maybe number 10, but we like number
Yeah.
10. We like number 10.
you do.
Except
You
Kendall.
guys do.
We'll like number 10. Number
Kendall's
10.
bitter.
Yeah, number 10, Drake and Josh.
9.
Number 9, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Number 8, Malcolm in the Middle.
Number 7, Star Trek Next Gen.
Number 6, Cheers.
Firefly.
Number 5, Angel.
Number 4, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Number 3, Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Number 2, The Sopranos.
And our number 1 pick for our top 10 TV themes,
MASH!
Do, 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 do. Anyway, yeah, that's this list. Thank you guys for all tuning in. We will come back with more top 10s, hopefully a few more other podcasts that are not related to these. We've got a fun one planned here coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
which we may record here in a minute, but like we don't know yet.
Hit that like button.
Hit if this is on YouTube.
Yeah, if it's on YouTube.
Who knows?
Podcasts, I think, usually have some sort of like button anyway, depending on where you're listening.
They do.
If we're putting this out on the proper podcast channels, and leave a review, leave a rating.
Yeah, even if it sucks, we'll learn.
Yeah. Teach
Or
us
not.
how to be. Teach us
your ways. We're new.
Yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.